tip
Yeah.
writing. Got it.
Yeah.
He,
So,
no, he loves. He's
kidding.
Boston guy, man. He's you know
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Red
That's
Sox,
what's up,
all
man.
that. Oh
all
man.
Boston.
Let me while we're waiting on Mike and them. He's trying to set up something. Beautiful. All right,
Oh,
cool.
We on YouTube. So are you going live through Zoom right now?
Yeah, no, I'm going live we're on YouTube right now.
Right.
I'm in Facebook jail, so I can't go live on Facebook. But
is that why you're the Facebook felon?
yeah, that's exactly why I'm the Facebook felon. And so we're live on YouTube now since it's 11. And you know, I want YouTube to record everything. People are gonna filter in. I got two guys are gonna join in a second.
Okay.
But
Awesome,
and then Mike's setting up his studio. But I'm gonna send him the link. I'm gonna actually send all you guys the link to the YouTube if you want to promote it.
Yeah,
Like I said,
absolutely. Please, I'll send it out to some people.
Let me
I got my
see.
roommates. They're on a drive right now to go check out a wedding venue. So be like, hey, you got like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. Go ahead and tap in.
Tap in.
Why not?
Bert, yeah, Bert. Where's Corey, where's Bert going? He's flying somewhere.
He's flying.
Bert's
back
not here
from-
today.
Nah, he's flying back from Florida.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah. That's
He
right.
actually should be landing around now. I think he landed or was supposed to land at 11. I don't know. It's snowing like crazy up here, so it wouldn't surprise me if he was delayed a little bit.
Yeah, he told me he texted me yesterday and said he wasn't going to be able to make it. But
So this is on y'all's YouTube right now, live.
Yep.
I'm about to go check it out. I can just copy the link from that, right?
Yeah. There should be a share button. You should do it straight from your stuff. Trust me, when I get out of Facebook jail, we're gonna take this to the next level because I'm sick that I keep getting thrown in Facebook jail.
Stuff About Sports is a show under the Give Us a Shot network. So Stuff About Sports is you, Bert, and who else? Because I know I've only worked with you and Bert.
Well, Corey is the one that started it. It's so
Okay.
Before it was Corey. Well, it was Mike and Corey from the original show we had.
Okay, cool.
And that with Mike, and then they spun that off to other Stuff About Sports. And then that got shortened to Stuff About Sports. And then, I jumped in, Bert jumped in, Bert was there. I jumped in, Ty was already there. And we just kind of rotated. Like there was always 3 to 4 of us, sometimes all 5 of us at a time.
Yeah.
And then eventually it just, everybody's schedules, it just worked out where me and Bert could do it consistently together. And then Mike and Corey, because of their schedules, they could do the divide, which was their show that they've already planned on doing. So it actually ended up working out. But like Stuff About Sports, I know like Mike keeps calling it me and Bert's show, but just because we primarily do it. But like I told you, anybody's welcome. I don't care. Like we could have 10 people on there. If you want to talk sports with us, it don't matter. Jump on,
Corey, I don't know, man. I was just thinking this morning because like I know it sounds kind of crazy, but me doing my solo shit, like I love what I do, but every time I can get someone on the show, I absolutely love it. And I really want some people to do like a weekly show with, like for real. Basically, like would y'all? So is it really only you and Bert that mainly do the show according to what you just said?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Okay, because I mean, man, like totally, I would be so interested in like doing some basically terms of it full-time work. Like I would absolutely love to like full-time collab with y'all, bro. I love working with y'all. It's awesome, dude. It's just what y'all bring. I can really tell that y'all are serious about the shit, and y'all really had that professional approach when I first saw you guys. And I mean, that's why I always want to come back on the show.
Ty's texting me because we're technically using his Zoom, and I hijacked it. Allison, what up?
We're taking over.
Hey guys.
What's going on?
Yes, the Presidente.
Yeah. I stopped by the bodega. I wasn't able to find it in Target.
Oh, nice. So Allison, go ahead and tell for the people because I just went live like a couple minutes ago. So we're just going to get this party going.
Yeah, let's do it.
So formally introduce yourself, what you do, and what you're drinking.
All right. So I'm Allie, and I actually have a podcast coming up soon on the network called 30 with Allie and T, and my co-host is joining us soon. And yeah, I'm excited to be a part of the network. And I got my Presidente.
Yes.
And I'm ready to see Weekend perform. That's what I care about today.
That's what I'm saying.
None of them are my teams. It's just, I want to see his performance. I wonder if he's going to bring someone out. They always do.
Well, him and Drake don't get along, so we can probably not count on a Drake like surprise.
They have a flaky relationship.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute, I think it's because they always mess with the same woman, and it's like
Oh.
sensitivities towards that.
Listen, I'm team OVO for life. So if that's how they get down in Canada, then I'm with it. So it don't matter. Let's keep it going. Mikey P, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Mikey P, go ahead and just brag about everything you've built here and done here and just accomplished. Because if it wasn't for you, none of this would. I
That's
think.
not true.
I
That's
think
tough.
in the legacy power rankings of life, it's Jesus Christ and then Mike Powers right there.
Nah.
So it
You
could
gotta
be.
put Ty in between that.
Oh yeah, Ty is
yeah.
like 2B. Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, it's Jesus, Ty, and then me.
No, no.
But in all seriousness, I'm happy to have everybody here. I appreciate it. Thank you to Presidente. Thank you to Go Shaver for not only giving me this awesome cut, so I look good today, but also for keeping this thing going. So, look, yeah, I appreciate everybody who's on right now. I know a few others are going to be stopping by and stuff like that, but I'm excited for the football game, man. I mean, I guess we can say Super Bowl. We just can't put it in text or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I already. Yeah,
What's that, Mike?
It's the Brady Bowl.
it is the Brady Bowl.
Also, I got my throwback jersey on. I don't know if you could see it.
Stand up for us, man. Showcase that thing. Turn around. Give us a spin. Ooh, yes. Yes. Save the game. I love it. I love it. Van Houten, man. I know you don't have a podcast yet, but I'm working on it with you, buddy. Go ahead and what are you drinking? You always have something good.
So I don't have anything in my hand at the moment, so I'm gonna have to choose. There's a lot of liquor here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
Oh my
Presidente, but
That's fantastic. Look at that.
You might. The funniest thing is the first time A-Rod Corp sent us anything, they sent us Land Shark because they
Yeah, I
just
love that.
assumed I was a white boy, so I didn't want the Presidente. And I was
Oh,
like,
I love Presidente.
yeah. So I have a bunch of gear and stuff of Land Shark that they sent originally. So no, on the beer left, but
Land Shark is the tits, man.
I love
that.
that.
Bang for your buck.
it's
Today
like,
I'm gonna go with Boston and go with Sam Adams Cold Snap.
Good
That's
for
fair.
you, buddy. Good for
Fair.
you. And Adam, what's up, man? Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people and tell us what you do and what you're drinking.
What's going on, everybody? So drinking a Modelo, basically like Corona, but I think it's a little more crisp. Love these things. Like I was telling Germ before, people make fun of me sometimes for putting lime in my beer, but if you didn't know, originally people put lime in their beers to keep bugs out of there, and then it became customary. But anyways, Adam Lewis, host of What Off Season, obviously sports podcast, man. New episodes every Friday. Always trying to get interviews with athletes. Love networking, collabing, just overall in the game, man. I love the network here. Love working with Germ, Bert, and everybody that's going to be on today. And just overall, I'm here for it. So let's talk about the Super Bowl. You can find me at What Off Season Sports Pod. Check me out. I'm sure Germ, you'll hook it up with the links and everything. So appreciate you guys having me on as always. And let's do it. Let's do it. Absolutely.
Hey, what's up, girl? You're muted.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
What's up?
So we got the lowdown from Allie. Why don't you introduce yourself? And what are you? You got to. I know you have something to drink in your hand. You didn't come here without.
hey, always came prepared.
Which is actually really good.
Yeah. See?
Like, I never had it before, so I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
I enjoy the light better than the regular.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, it's unbelievable, actually.
But both of them are the best beers of all time, right, Mike?
Yes, they have to be. No. There's no choice.
But so what did you say, Germ? You said
Tell us, introduce yourself to the world. This is happy hour. I want everybody to introduce what they do, their platform, and you already shared what you're drinking. So go ahead.
So I'm Tiana, also known as T. I am the co-host of the 30 podcast with Ali. I'm here today to support The Weeknd during his concert and whatever else they have going on. The Cardi B and Wayne's World commercial and the Nick Jonas diabetes commercial. Those are the things I'm tuning into today.
Speaking of commercials too, Gary Vee did the one for Miracle Grow Scott's.
So we're just gonna. I mean,
Shout out
it's
Gary
nice that
Vaynerchuk.
Gary Vee has taken his fraudulent talents over to Miracle Grow.
Well,
Whatever.
Matt,
it is.
Whoa.
Corey's brother works there. So that's
Whoa.
why.
Oh, then we love Gary V. Yeah, Gary V and everything. He's
not with Gary V.
Oh, you can still hate Gary V.
You can hate
Oh.
Gary V. I
Oh,
mean,
you
he's
like
a Jet
Gary V.
fan.
so in oh wait, no, Corey, go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry. I left you for last. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, no, appreciate that, Germ. One half of the divide. Just love doing this. I'm actually fighting right now with a certain sport betting app that I won't name because I can't find the props that I want, and it won't even take the money I'm trying to
Really,
get.
Corey.
That's shut up, Mike. That's what I'm currently struggling with. This is awesome, man. I don't know who lives in what area, but it is snowing like crazy up here right
It's
now.
snowing
Same
here
over
in Maryland.
Yeah, in
It's
New
just
York
cold
too.
as
Same.
hell in Georgia.
From now on, every time we say the divide, I'm gonna play this, and everybody has to drink.
Okay, gotcha. So
Wait,
yes,
did I miss it?
ready?
yeah, right
The
now, everybody.
divide.
Mike Powers, love your setup, by the way, bro. Looks really
Thanks, brother.
sexy over there.
Thanks, man. I built it with my own hands.
He did. Mike built that
He
entire
did.
thing.
No, you look
looks,
amazing.
man.
Mike built the studio setup. He built the network. He's bringing all these
No,
people
I did
together.
not build a network.
You know
Tyler
what?
did.
Shout out to the second greatest human to ever live, Mike Powers. Jesus Christ, then Mike
No.
Powers. Hey, Mike, you're here because
Mike Powers.
you.
Overrated.
No, Mike Powers is not
Overrated.
No, Mike Powers is most definitely.
Wait, I didn't drink to overrated. I drank to like Mike
Yeah.
Powers because I. That's not when you said that. I was like, overrated.
Yeah.
No.
You're like, yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Mike is definitely underrated all time. Mike is a great guy. I've known him for literally half of my life, and he's never let me down. This is not a sad show. I'm not getting sappy.
Am I dying? Like, I got into a car accident yesterday. My back's killing me, but I'm not dead, guys.
When I revised Mike's will behind his back, left everything to myself.
Fine.
So listen. All right. So you talked about Gary V doing something with Miracle. Who? What is it?
Scott's
Miracle
Lawn Care.
Grow.
Scott's Lawn Care. Yeah, your brother's. Yeah, but I'm sorry. Scott's Lawn Care. So Gary V is absolutely on the fraudulent Hall of Fame, Mount Rushmore. Okay. Who else is on the fraudulent, like the guy that everybody's like on his jock? They're like, yo, you got to listen to this person. You got to do this. Who is on? Yeah. All right, Adam, go ahead. Give me the Mount Rushmore of the fraudulence.
Why is Gary V fraudulent? He is.
Oh my God.
What's up with Gary? What's up?
Gary
with him?
V
I
is.
don't know.
Remember the guy? If you clicked on YouTube for whatever you're clicking on YouTube for, and the guy would be in his garage with the Lamborghini. And
I
he'd be
know who
like-
Gary is, if that's
Okay.
what you're talking about. But why do you think he's fraudulent? Rather, my bad.
Because
That was
he'll jump on there and he'll
Uh-huh.
get 16 million people to watch his little 6-second Vine clip, and he goes, "You guys, you want to know what you need to do in life? You need to win." And everybody's like, "Oh yeah, word, that's right." and he's just built it. And this is not hate, like it's fraudulent, right? He doesn't say anything
Well,
that
hold on, I don't wanna
anybody.
cut you off.
It sounds like hate.
I'm not a
that
fan
is
of Gary,
total hate.
but-
I disagree.
Gary
You're
goes a
hating
little
on
bit
Gary,
further.
bro. Go ahead. My fault, brother.
No, go ahead, Corey. What'd you
No,
say?
You're good. Like Gary, I don't like Gary. I think, and not to make it
He's not for
political, I
everybody.
think he's like the Trump of that sort of marketing world, because people that don't fully understand, that just see like him flashing the cars and the success, and they listen to every word he has to say, he leaves a lot out. Gary started working in a liquor store, like a wine store. And the
Mhm.
way he got famous is he started posting on YouTube the reviews of the wine, and he would do stuff like that you wouldn't see normal people that drink wine do, like curse and spit out wine and say how terrible it was. And he got popular based off of that, so much so to where I think he even bought the liquor store that he worked at. And then through marketing, he just had a really good distribution, whatever. And then that's where his money came from. And then since people liked his tactic, Germ, that's where he started spitting oh, you just have to do this, this, and this for business, and so on and so forth. And then everybody's like, oh, I can do that. I can tell it like it is. And then now it's blown up into this huge thing. He's like, as much as, in my opinion, he's as much of a fraud right now as like Tony Robbins. Like, just
Tony
relax and
Robbins.
just relax and have no stress in your
I
life,
like
and you'll be
that.
successful. And you're like, okay.
Oh,
I've
my
got
I
bills.
don't like him.
I
Yeah.
like his overrated, underrated. I think I enjoy watching those on Instagram. I like him. I don't agree with him. When he first hit the scene, I thought he was a cokehead just going nuts. Like, honestly, I've grown into liking him, but in the
Yeah.
beginning,
He's not for everybody.
yeah, Corey, your brother Jay wanted us to read his book, and I was just like, I'm not getting into that in my mind, the mind of a psychopath at the time, because he was just.
I read his book, and I wasn't impressed.
Right, he's very in your face. He's like,
I mean,
I
look,
want you to.
Kudos
You
to
talking
him.
about Gary
like, he
being
made
like
a,
in your face?
He made a.
Yeah.
No, I mean, kudos. Like he's successful and he made money doing it, but don't turn around and tell people, oh, it just takes this, and this. Like, let's face it, his path, he worked hard for it, but
Of course.
he got lucky. Like, come on. He
Yeah,
was on
I'm not-
YouTube on the right time. Like, trying to follow his footsteps right now would never work because YouTube is bigger. Platforms for like podcasts and all that other stuff are a lot bigger than when he first started. So, like, yeah, his path, it looks successful, but if you try to do it step for step, it's not going to happen.
I disagree, bro. He gives valuable information. I'm just saying this coming from an avid Gary V content consumer. Like, I actually watch like his hour-long shit. I follow him on a lot of social media. I think he's very true to his word. And I think the thing about Gary is, like I've been saying, he's not for everybody, but he is a very in-your-face person. And it kind of does come off kind of coy, like, oh, you just have to do this, this, and that. But that's the thing is, realistically, at the end of the day, for me, what I perceive from it is very simple. In a way, it is pretty simple to be successful. You just have to want to put in that work, and you have to decide how badly do you want it? How badly do you want that conviction?
But
I
hey,
think
Adam,
that's a lot of what Gary speaks to. I just don't think he's a fraud.
But that's so what I'm speaking to is fraudulence. Is I'm right. Like yes, you can
He
sit
said,
there.
I'm right.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Basically, what you're saying is strengthening my argument, right? Like, so basically, there's three ways you can read a Gary V book. Do what Corey did and actually buy the copy that puts money into his pockets to get the regurgitated information that he gives you on his social media feeds, or you could go to your local library and then you can look around the walls at the pictures of Muhammad Ali and whoever was on the Wheaties box that gives those little motivational quotes. And that's what Gary V does. Or you could go on Google and type motivational posters, and all those nice little motivational posters with the black and white writing with the pictures of Lake Michigan. And it says, strive and survive. And that's what Gary V is. That's him in a nutshell. So we all could be Gary V. You're absolutely right. It's hard work to copy motivational posters off the internet and put them on Vine.
So are we saying every motivational speaker is a fraud?
Yes.
Most of them, yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely.
Okay. So do you mean
cameras.
fraud in the terms of like there's maybe a lot of air behind what they're saying?
Fraudulent, and I'm gonna let you jump in, Allison.
Like,
Yes.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Allison, go ahead.
Sorry,
I
y'all.
actually love Gary Vee.
Thank you.
I was listening to a
Thank you.
podcast the other day. His
Tell
life
him.
story is so inspirational. How he came here as an immigrant, came
Yeah.
from nothing until one
He's
day
just
he's gonna buy the
raw.
jets. Like he's
Allison, you act like he was in Somalia, like assembling rifles at the age of 6. Like, I mean,
I just
No,
think y'all are
he's very
discounting him. I just
touching.
think y'all are discounting him, honestly. That's all. Which I mean, it's not bad. Everybody has their own perception. I think he's pretty valuable. Like, I think he's one of the more genuine, transparent public figures right now compared
I
to a lot of
agree.
people.
But
I
stop,
agree.
stop,
That's
hold on.
my
But
thing.
I get a
that's-
genuineness whenever he speaks.
He's like,
I
hold on,
love him.
no.
But
Stop it there.
that's the problem. I think that's Germ's point, and it's certainly my point, is like he just speaks our language. Don't confuse him with any other person in the business world. He's just as greedy, he's just as whatever. He just speaks our language.
Exactly.
You
He
saw-
speaks to the
again, you
younger
saw
social
the
media
perfect-
driven.
But the perfect
era.
equivalent of that would be 4 years ago when the election happened and everybody voted for that guy who spoke everybody's language because he was a little bit off the grain. And then, you know what I mean? So he's a successful business person, but I just think a lot of people are hyping him up a lot.
I was
more
about
than
to
they
say,
should.
because from a business standpoint, he's not a fraud.
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not
Yeah,
his.
he's
I'm
not
not
at all.
dissing his business practices and,
Right.
and his
You
success.
just
I'm not
think the
dissing.
way he bloviates his content is
Right.
bullshit.
People act
basically,
like-
for,
yes.
for simple terms.
Yeah,
When you
like
ask
it,
him, sometimes when you
man.
ask him for like a like help or like he's like, I want you to make 5,000 pieces of content.
I want you to go on LinkedIn. I want you to
Yeah.
take 15 to 35 pieces of content a day. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that is retarded, but I will post on LinkedIn twice a day.
right. But that's what I'm saying. So like, it's like, all right, you go to his website. All right, you got to pay $50. and I'm going
Right.
to teach you the secret. But that $50 is going to allow you to pay another $50 so you can actually get the secret. That's
Mike.
the fraudulence I'm talking about.
I know what you mean. And honestly, man, that's the whole bullshit of microtransactions at the end of the day. That's what the whole world is being driven off of is go here to go there for help. Oh, there's your free help. Now you got to pay for this for the extended help that I told you was going to be free. Yeah.
But
I
Allie
totally-
I'm telling you, we had probably an hour, almost a 2-hour conversation. Only an hour of it was recorded with Allie and T. And they gave me more motivational advice and more insight than 1,000 Gary V face vine clips that put together. It was
I'm actually like, because when I
He is-
kick off my motivational career, like I hope you guys don't be like, she's a fraud.
Oh,
Listen,
we're gonna call you a
just-
fraud.
Hey,
I'm going to call you a fraud. You're a
Hey,
fraud.
guys.
Say right to your face while you have us on your show. But
Right?
like,
Please, please.
listen,
I think Gary
So-
Vee captures the spirit of the American dream. Like,
Yes,
love him.
yes, precisely, bro.
I
Go
do
ahead.
think some of his tactics are a bit extreme. Gary Vee reminds me of a successful, and nobody else will understand this other than Jamal and Mike Van Houten, but Jackie G, our old district manager, like that's
Can't
Gary
wait to
Vee.
show y'all
They
this.
look the same person.
100%.
Where we at?
Jack Garino, shout out to the Italian Dream. I'll bleep it out. I'll bleep it out in post production. Whatever.
Oh.
Nobody knows who he is. There's 1,000 Jack Garinos. Nobody
Google
knows.
him on
He
LinkedIn.
just
Apparently,
politician. That's all he is. He just talks like a politician.
What is
Uh,
that? Gary
I live-
talks like a politician.
No. This guy Jack Garino. He
he'll
would
jump on a table. He'll get in your face.
he'll flip a table. He'll do all this stuff and tell you everything that he wants you to do because he would do it while at the same time actively do it from the golf course. That's Jack Garino. That's the fraudulence. That's the exact fraudulence I'm talking about. And I like Jack. I think Jack's an awesome guy. It's just, you have to be real with people. Van Houten, I'm looking at everybody's face because everybody looks great. And my eyes keep subverting back to you and that beautiful beard, that ugly jersey you're wearing, but that awesome bar setup that you have currently. Please. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he's living the good life, man.
I'm about to leave my family and come live with you right there on that middle. Is that a recliner?
Oh, we got the movie theater recliners. Yeah.
God.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Every
hope
time you
you
try to
index those
have
things down,
even a
man.
small gathering, it snows though.
And multiple TVs.
Yeah.
There's 4 in this.
So,
There's
I'm sorry,
13.
sorry.
Yeah.
You got those from Speaker City, right?
Yeah, Speaker City hooked me up. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad, I guess. I mean,
No, I got a lot of work to do today, but I got a bunch of tables.
ah,
and stuff.
shut up, Van Houten. Look at that. Yeah, I would give up probably 2 out of my 3 kids for that setup. 100%.
Just 2 of them.
Yeah. The 2 younger ones, they can be trained still. The oldest. No, I keep the oldest one. You don't have to do nothing with him. He stays in his room. So the oldest and the youngest. Hey, if you had kids, which one would you give up any of them for anything?
Absolutely.
So glad I don't have to answer this.
Yeah, right. Like if you have 3 and you could have like the dream house, you'd probably give one up. No. Oh no. Okay. All right. Never mind. Let's move on. Adam, what were you saying earlier?
I don't think that's a bad question. Some people give it up their kids for free.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is why speaking to what Allison. Do you go by Allie? Allison, I'm sorry.
Allie, you call me Allie or Al.
Okay, well, whichever you prefer. I'll call you Allie. So you were talking about obviously how Gary Vee was really transparent with his fans and everything. Do y'all remember when he went on GMA like a couple months ago? It was, I don't have the date here. Do y'all remember when he went on GMA? Anybody
Yes.
that?
I
Okay.
think I remember that,
So I actually got a chance to be on that. I just didn't get a chance to ask him a question, but afterwards he had a personal Zoom call with his fans and I was a part of it.
You're so lucky. I would
Well, hold on
ask
for
him
over.
a couple of questions.
Can y'all hear this?
We could cut it.
Well, hold on.
Hold it next to the mic.
It's our producer Corey, guys.
Okay, cool. So, Dustin, who's in control of this Zoom? I believe it's Tony.
Okay, hold on. I'll get to that part where someone's asking him a question. Let's see.
I can't wait for the people to tune in to watch the Zoom of watching the Zoom.
Yeah, we all look frozen. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
When
okay.
Gary Vee talks, I listen.
And I think when you go there, Gina, all of a sudden, when you don't take yourself serious, all of a sudden, your judgments are other people's judgments on you. You've accepted them. You've taken them on, probably through parenting or DNA, period. End of story. right? One of two or both.
I think I say that like 3 times a week.
And much like realizing, I'm getting a lot of love. Hey, you look skinny. I'm like, yeah, I put in work the last month.
Well, you're busting ass working out.
And I feel and look slightly different. It's the same thing mentality wise. You have to every day recognize that if you're feeling shitty, you took on other people's energies. You were potentially wired to be cynical and negative.
Yes.
And every day you need to surround yourself with positive people and positive.
Turn that off. Turn that off.
I can't.
He
Can't.
is
No.
To me, hate
No,
on it
he is
if
a
you
guy-
want.
no,
Hate
stop
on
it.
it if you want, but
Mute
that's
their
the
mic.
shit that
I
speaks to me.
love him.
Like I said, it's
Allison,
not for everybody.
I literally
It's not-
said that when you
Yes.
guys were on mall practice. I literally said that. I literally said
Hey,
just
bro.
that
So you're coming after Gary V, bro. So what's up with that then?
Yeah, man.
because
Exactly.
he's
No,
exploiting. I'm not
Jamal's
exploiting
a fraud.
Inspired
anybody.
by him. Like,
Wait.
he's
Yeah, he's
The
not for
Oprah.
everybody.
Yeah,
I just
we
Listen,
know Jamal's a
he-
fraud. to be
Oh, I'm
clear.
100%. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. Yeah, for
But
sure.
We're
do
all
you
frauds,
understand,
guys. Come
like
on,
this is like
come
what
on,
he
we're
said.
all
Like
frauds.
he's just a guidance counselor with a microphone. All he said is that's any advice that anybody would give. Oh, just surround yourself with positive people and stop draining yourself of all this negative energy. Like that's the equivalent of saying, okay, just stop fucking with the wrong people. That's it. And he's
You're
getting
right,
paid millions of dollars for that.
But not even
But
that, bro.
not-
Gary Vee uses his social media to influence his community on the steps to take, because you got to think a lot of successful people out there don't really necessarily tell you, like, how often are you going to hear from necessarily Bezos or Elon Musk or all these other big guys? Like, yes, they might do a documentary, but how often are they putting out content every day to actually tell you business moves and just mentality things that can help you throughout the shit you're going through in life?
You
That's
we
feel
where
like
also
Gary
he
speaks to
cares. I
me.
get what you mean. You feel like he actually cares about you. Like he's
Right.
does
And like
not.
that's
Rich,
obviously the
like-
power of his
Yeah.
social media from your phone being in your hand. And I think that's where his effect on the world is. Like, I get it what y'all are talking about with motivational speakers. I guess just, I don't know, kind of, you said fraud. I was like, ooh. I was
Well,
like,
because,
I
and that's why I had
look
to.
at it like this. It's like this whole the last thing I'll say about him, because he's just, but like it's like okay,
Topic.
let's look at the Rock. Okay?
Okay.
The Rock is on social media. He works out crazy. He's in phenomenal shape, and everybody sees that and they're like, oh, I just got to hit the gym. Wrong. You need a gym everywhere you go, like he has one set up. You need a personal chef. You need a personal trainer that dissects every little thing you do. And then
Or
you can look
steroids.
like the Rock.
Corey,
And here,
take your shirt off.
steroids.
and you need to eat a
So
certain amount
are you
of
saying
food.
in
Those
terms
cheat
of looking
days-
exactly like, go ahead. I'm sorry. My fault.
No,
No, it's-
I'm just saying that people view that and think like, oh, like, and he motivates, put in the work, 3 a.m. workouts, midnight where I couldn't sleep, I worked out. But it's like, it's not that easy. There's a lot behind the curtain. And even though you guys like, okay, Gary Vee is good, it's easy to surround yourself with positive, influential people when you're a millionaire because you hang out with
Gary
other
Vee.
millionaires.
I don't
Oh,
even-
we have a
I'm-
new guest.
So here we go. I'm glad you mentioned. I'm glad you mentioned The Rock and Elon Musk, because I have been a strong proponent that Elon Musk is the top fraud of all time. The Rock is also a fraud.
Oh no.
Hey, stop.
No.
The
Oh,
Rock-
The Rock is not a fraud.
The Rock has pec implants and tricep implants. He is a
Okay.
fraud. No,
Does he
it's
really
not.
though?
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
100%.
that's-
Oh, I heard about
Samoan-
the pecs. I don't know about
but
the
that's
Is
triceps.
that
because-
confirmed or
Yeah,
Yes.
like that's
Oh,
dead
yeah.
ass serious.
That's dead serious.
He's
That's-
talked about it. The Samoan breasts are very
They don't develop as well, like just
Right.
because of the way their
Fucked
DNA
up over
is.
here.
So he ended up getting pec implants. Now you can go back and look at him from the time he left
Nation
wrestling.
of Domination.
Look at him in his early 2000s when he wrestled, the way his chest and his triceps looked. And then in the mid 2000s when he
So
comes
he's a
back,
fraud because he got body
and
work
look-
on him.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Mike, what do you
No.
have to say?
Why is he a fraud? Because he had body work done on him.
Because
he's
he's on-
successful as hell. Because
Because
he's
he's
on
made way more
Instagram,
money
like,
off
yeah,
of
all you
his
gotta do is
acting
this-
career than he did ever off wrestling, bro. Come on,
I
now.
no, I understand that. I'm not when I say these guys are frauds. It's,
So we gotta get some clarity on the word.
It's out of
fraud.
Yeah.
Everyone can't be a fraud. Some people mean well.
Allie.
Apparently,
Oh,
I'm
you
next.
fake,
to
Listen,
bro.
I am the voice of reason. I've
Where
told
am
you
I?
this. I am
Facebook felon.
I am the Facebook felon. I am the voice of reason. I have a
I'd probably
monopoly
keep
on
your
the
ass off
truth.
my app too, talking all this crazy
Listen,
shit. I'm
Bro,
just kidding.
Valentine's Day, I'm out. Hey, Valentine's Day, they can't contain the love.
I was
I'm back.
gonna say, you want to annoy Germ? Let's just take this conversation on Facebook where he can't be a part of it right now.
Right.
That's
so
why we're
funny.
currently live on
I'm gonna send y'all the
YouTube.
link. I'm gonna be.
I have probably 30 memos of people who have posted things on the last 30 days that I'm gonna go retroactively respond to.
Oh my
Once I get out.
God.
gonna like binge it.
100%.
Just can't help yourself.
Stay the
bro.
fuck off of my page.
Elon Musk is a fraud because he promised us the Hyperloop to LA. I want to get to LA in 3 hours. Hurry up. All right. You promised us. You promised us a.
What do you mean? Get there.
Listen, he promised us a colony on Mars. Where's he? Yeah, he's not even touched Mars yet. Okay.
We don't need to.
He's promised you a colony on Mars.
Yes. Yes. He said we are going to be
Personally
living on
promised
Mars.
them all.
Yeah. Personally, I talked to him.
Called him.
Fine. We can. Hey, listen. We can keep it on Earth if y'all want to keep it on Earth.
Hell no.
We can
We
keep
got
it on
problems
Earth.
here. We can't bring in
We
Martians.
can't
I mean,
take. Yeah,
that-
we can't destroy anywhere else.
whoa,
Like,
whoa.
we've
You
done
want
a
to bring the
terrible
world
job.
together?
Oh, shit.
You want to bring the world together, and all of a sudden, like, you know, our differences don't matter anymore?
Mhm.
Fucking dropping some aliens right now. I'm just telling you.
I
Hey,
don't
they're
think,
here.
Seriously.
They're here, man. They're here in
I know,
Area
but-
51. They were there somewhere.
I
Listen,
think they went back.
Dyson.
Yeah, there
Did
hasn't
they-
been any
this-
sightings.
They went back. They said
Yeah.
it's very ghetto. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Let's go. Like, we're out of here. They've got
All right.
enough going on. Like, goodbye.
So one thing I want to talk about real quick because
Mhm.
you mentioned The Rock.
Mhm.
The memes going around of when The Rock faced Hulk Hogan is very much so like this Super Bowl. Tom Brady being Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
my man Pat Mahomes being The Rock.
Yeah.
You know, and it just kind of no, Mikey's already shaking his head.
Mm,
Get out of here with
Your audio doesn't work. You want to
Get
rebuttal?
out of here.
I don't. I mean,
I don't think that's the case at all. Russell Wilson also won a Super Bowl in the following year. Who'd he lose to? Tom Brady. It's gonna happen again.
Stupid ass call by Pete Carroll.
mhm.
Tom, in the last 20 years, he's been in 50% of the Super Bowls. Is he a fraud?
Yes,
50%?
Yeah.
absolutely.
He's also
Yes.
been caught.
12
He's also
is
been
void.
caught
Jeremy, you're
cheating
just
3
a
times
fucking
in the last
hater.
20
You're
years.
a
I-
So
hater.
A fraud, and he looks like a fire hydrant.
You're just mad because Josh Allen's a
Damn,
kid.
see?
Who's this guy, Adam? Let's mute this guy. He just mentioned Josh Allen's name. Yes, that is absolutely true. That Tom Brady looks like a fire hydrant. He also looks like the real estate agent that's on the bus seats, like that you sit on. He looks like that guy.
He also looks like
He looks like what?
a winner.
Are we just flat out?
A
roasting
I was
winner?
going
him?
to
He
say
looks
that
like
he
a
does
cheater,
look
bro.
like a winner.
He doesn't.
Oh my god.
He doesn't.
Let me ask you a question,
Love Tom
Jeremy,
Brady.
about Josh Allen. Would you
Mhm.
trade Josh Allen straight up for Tom Brady right now?
Hell no.
Like, would
Hell
you
no.
trade Josh Allen away to have Tom Brady come and play potentially 3 more years in Buffalo?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
All fucking day.
If I'm trading 23-year-old whoa.
day.
I'm trading 23-year-old Josh Allen for 42-year-old 43-year-old Tom Brady? No. Hell
Josh
no.
Allen's 23 for real?
Yes.
Damn, he's a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's a
That what are you
child.
talking about, man? He's
All
already
right,
the best.
what about Pat Mahomes?
I wouldn't want him.
No, hell no.
Pat Mahomes is hard to gauge, and I went over this, and this is not a sports thing, but we'll real quick. Pat Mahomes gets too much credit for
He does.
and so because he has so
All
much
quarterbacks
at his
do.
disposal. He has the
All
best
quarterbacks
receiver in
get too much
football.
credit.
He has the best coach in football, and we're gonna have a conversation on stuff about sports this Tuesday. Andy Reid is absolutely a better coach than Bill Belichick, historically. And then Pat Mahomes has the best tight end, second best tight end we've ever seen, and Travis Kelce. He has too many weapons for me to say that he's clear and head and shoulders the best.
Third best tight end we've
He's
ever seen. Maybe
rough-
4th best tight end.
He's
The
a
women
new
have told
respect
me
people
that
like that.
Tom Brady has a nice tight end.
Uh,
Hey, Alex, Doctor,
Here.
the doctor, not Dr. Alex Guerrero. So while we're talking about the Super Bowl,
hold on.
Huh?
You're discrediting Mahomes, but I'm literally verbatim using the same argument,
For Allen.
not discredit Brady.
Brady never had the best
Get
receiver in
him.
football. Like he had
He never had
Randy
Randy
Moss.
Moss at one time.
He had
No,
Randy
that's
Moss
okay.
at
Like,
1
you
year
know
at
what
the
I'm saying?
tip.
Like this is
Randy Moss.
Stop, though. Stop.
Oh,
Just
okay.
stop. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
No, I don't want to
literally the
alienate.
same
I don't want to
thing.
alienate our non-sports people here, but let's have a few facts straight here. Randy Moss was coming off of being called washed. If you forget his little stint in Tennessee and his little stint,
I don't care what he was called. Was he washed when he was with the Patriots? He was not. I
mean, it's hard to tell. He had Gronkowski. He had a good running game. I mean, what are you talking about?
He caught 26 touchdown passes.
And who'd they lose to in that Super Bowl? Mike, who'd they lose to in that Super Bowl in that wonderful undefeated year?
Eli.
Oh, the elite, the Tom Brady killer.
The helmet catch. Get out of
Oh
here.
my God. He made the throw. Anyway, Super Bowl's coming up. And I want to know what songs. So the Weeknd's not going to go into House of Balloons, right, Tiana? He's not going into House of Balloons.
It'll probably be like a transition. Like we'll hear it in the background, and then he's gonna kick it off with, he's gonna do the hits. That's why he's short for the Super Bowl.
Blinding Lights is probably going to be. I feel like it would be last.
That'll be the end.
That's going to be the last song. Yeah.
With big pyro, a marching band.
Of course.
Well,
you already know what the fuck going on.
But he has to do one of his old slow suicide-y songs. No, like for the old school fans,
call out my name.
Yeah, his best song. His best song. Yes, absolutely.
What show was he
or
on?
Wicked Dreams. Is that the name of it? I think that was.
Which one was it?
Wicked Games.
Wicked Games. Yeah, that was his breakout suicide hit.
I used to
Wicked
drive
Games.
around the streets of like Trenton and Philly listening to The Weeknd, like contemplating picking up hookers to The Weeknd. I 100% I was back in my early heydays.
That makes sense though.
You're garbage, Germ. You're a fraud.
I am a fraud. But see, here's the thing. There's the difference. I will admit my fraudulence. I will use the argument, as Corey said, to discredit Tom Brady and use this same exact argument not against you, because it fits what my current thing is. And the reason why, actually, you know what? The reason why I'm not a fraud is because I openly admit that. So, yeah, listen, trust me.
I admit my fraudulence, so now I'm not a fraud.
That's my motto. Trust me, don't trust me. All right. I'm just letting you know. That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Mike, you said you had the prop bets up. Are we going to make some?
Yeah, Corey and I went over it on the Divide.
Ooh,
Is there money in this? How does this work?
This is when we're talking about who's favored to win the game, what the total score of the game's going to be.
And then like the goofy stuff like is the broadcaster going to wear a polka dotted tie?
Oh, we're talking about shit like that. Like we're talking about stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Can we please talk about what color the Gatorade will be dumped on the Super Bowl winning?
That's
Yellow.
exactly. Yeah, everybody pick a color. What color Gatorade?
Yellow.
Let's see. So Bucks are going to win. It's going to be red. It's going to be red.
Wait. I want to write this down. I want to write this down because I'll definitely make a graphic about it. So, Adam, you said red, right?
Yeah, I'm taking red, bro. Red's my favorite color, and red's both of the teams. So
Van Houten,
red. I'm winning either way. I don't give.
That's funny. Van Houten, where you at?
Purple.
Ooh, purple Gatorade, underrated. T, what you think?
Yellow. That weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
classic
that's
Gatorade.
the best flavor. That's the best flavor. That flavor's goated.
I think I'm with you on the yellow. I think I'm gonna go with yellow too. Allie, what you got?
Red.
Okay. Mike.
Yeah, let's go. Gary V and red. Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm going orange.
It's a lot.
Oh, classic.
Orange. Yeah, true. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corey and I studied this
Little
already.
orange with the Kansas City. Okay.
So I'm gonna go back. I'm pretty sure 7 of the last 10 Super Bowls had yellow Gatorade. So I'm gonna go with yellow.
And then
You know, the
because
last
that
7
always-
teams,
I have no idea.
7 teams to win the coin flip have lost.
Oh shit. That's something to watch out for. Hey, I believe in the energies in the universe. That's something to watch out
same,
for.
bro. Shit like that.
It's gonna be red because isn't the whole COVID
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was
Hell,
thinking too, but I didn't want to tell anyone.
Chiefs, Bucks,
That's exactly
red is
why.
like excitement, psychological. It's red, bro. And
It's
because
and I think it was red last year.
But
my
yellow
God.
is the Pantone color of the year.
Mm,
Yellow and
energies.
gray.
oh, yellow is
Yeah.
Yellow and green.
Pantone color.
It's yellow and gray,
Oh,
right?
sure.
Yeah,
Will you
green.
explain that to me? What does that mean?
So every year they come out with like the color of the year. So whether they're going to use it in like fashion or marketing or advertising, things like that.
That's on some.
So they
psychological stuff.
picked the color, and so they said yellow this year because of the
Mm.
energies, and gray because like the neutral spaces and things like that. Yeah.
That's on some psychological stuff right there. Like
Gotta
that's why
open up your
McDonald's and
mind.
Burger King and like Wendy's, like that. You know,
Yeah, so that's what they base it on, and I
Yeah.
mean, it's they always have like different names for them too. So it's not just yellow or just green. But I think actually this year they did it. It was like yellow and gray.
Oh, they were like, all right, 20, like, we're not going to make this cute. Like,
we're not going to stress anybody out.
It's yellow and gray. We're not going to go with sunflower sunrise, like whatever, maize. Like, that gets on my nerves when these sports teams try to, like, when they put out their colors, when they rebrand, they're like, oh, it's Dallas Skyline green. Like, no, it's
like, shut
green.
the fuck up. It's navy blue.
It's bright green. like Michigan does it. Like, it's not yellow or gold or whatever their color. It's maize. It's like corn maize. I'm like, no, it's like a dull yellow. That's what it is, and that's what it always is.
Yeah. So it's ultimate gray.
Ultimate gray.
Ultimate gray. Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah. So they put it. Let me see if I can get the picture of how they always put it side by side.
Imagine if Gatorade makes an ultimate gray and like we all lose and they just make all the money.
Oh yeah, no.
So like awful. I'm not sure if you can see, but like they'll release like the color spectrum and all that stuff and give the exact reasoning and the formula behind it. And
there's people frantically when that gets released, they're frantically going to like their local Sherman-Williams or Lowe's and buying all of the ultimate gray and yellow and painting everything in their house those colors because they believe that like that means something. That's
so
crazy.
Get this, your guy is probably going to tell you guys this. He probably said it was his name, Gary Vee.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how they
yes, it is my
the union of enduring ultimate gray with the vibrant yellow illuminating expresses a message of positivity supported by fortitude, practical and rock solid, but at the same time warming and optimistic. This is the color combination that gives us resilience and hope. We need to feel encouraged and uplifted. This is essential to the human spirit. This is why they're gonna dump yellow Gatorade before whoever is like, I'm going to Disney World.
Yep.
I'm going. It's safe. I'm going to Disney World. Safe.
So does that mean you have the Chiefs winning?
Yes.
The Chiefs are probably going to blow the Buccaneers out if we're being honest with ourselves.
Get the fuck out of here! You're crazy.
No.
You're crazy.
This is why Ty's not even on.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Ty, the other co-founder of the network. He is a Buccaneers fan hardcore, so he's probably doing voodoo. He's probably out there praying to God and Jesus. He's probably reaching out to Buddha and Tibet. He's probably all the deities and all the religious figures he's praying to. He's doing all the sacrifices, whatever he has to do, so his Buccaneers can win. He's been waiting a long time, and if my Bills couldn't win a Super Bowl, I don't.
Josh Allen's a kid,
huh?
He's a kid. Josh Allen. He's a kid.
Oh no, our time is coming. And here's the reason. This is why you're number 17 on my list of get backs. You guys said that the Bills were 2 years away. The Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills. Oh, I have a shit list and a hit list. It's bad.
Golly, I'd rather just be.
I have a purge list too, just in case that becomes real. I add to it every year.
I will fucking kill you.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Oh no, I do.
I would move Germ right into the house.
Do you know why Mike and Corey aren't laughing? Because they know I'm dead serious. I have this. I have these things.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. When the Saints and the Bills play and we beat you, you will be able to shut your ass up.
Yeah. And you'll be added to the purge list. Don't worry about it. No, I'm not joking. But the Bills open up with the second best odds. They're tied for the second best odds with the Packers to win the Super Bowl next year.
Fuck the odds, bro. Come on.
How come they always have odds about next year when those people couldn't succeed the previous year? So what sets them
so like
up?
They do. So
I'm
they
not being shady. I'm not being shady.
That's a good question.
Just being an instigator.
Yeah, no, he is. That's how I'm ignoring him. He's about to get muted. So what they do is they forecast just like any other business, right? Like they look at projections and like, okay, they may not have, they started off this slow, but they made this adjustment halfway through the year. If they continue to make this adjustment, they're going to be a top 10 company, whatever. They do the same thing in sports. So they look at like the trajectory of players, right? Like, okay, Josh Allen has doubled his production. This was his third year playing. He's doubled his production every year he's been in. So they're counting on him continuing to do that. They're counting on their draft stock, how many draft picks they have and where they're picking and what they could add to their team based on cap, value. And they put these things in these algorithms and they pump out these numbers. And it's like a lot of the sports science stuff is really interesting and how it correlates to like real life. And they just apply it to sports the same way they do it with businesses and with stocks. Like they just do the same shit with sports. So except GameStop. Except GameStop, something happened there.
I just know everybody's wives and where everyone's living, and if they're
Oh, I do
moving,
too,
that
trust
means
me.
their husband got traded. Like, because I mean, that's what I work in, like entertainment and pop culture.
Oh
So
my
it's just like that's like I know Patrick Mahomes has a baby coming.
Mm,
That's big.
listen, I
And
need you to
Brittany.
any Buffalo Bills news that you come across, you slide it right over to my inbox because I
I
need
know Giselle's not happy in Florida.
T.
to be. Ooh, okay, hold up.
Are you
Hey.
sure? Her Instagram, she looks so happy. Like
Ooh,
doing
girl.
on the beach.
Mhm.
Don't we all look happy on
Yeah.
social media though?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't.
I'm being
Oh,
honest.
no, listen. That's 100% valid. You see me on social media. I'm at the firehouse. I'm happy. I'm smiling. I'm dying
You're a
inside.
fraud, Jerm, so none of your shit's real.
I'm fucking dying inside. I go
Yes,
home.
fraud.
I'm a fraud. I live this
Yes,
like
you
this lifestyle, and I walk home and I just face plant on my couch and just sit there and
We need new fraud shirts.
just fraudulent.
Trash.
The
Fucking
fraudulent
garbage.
Hall of Fame. That's hilarious. Yeah, the
Well,
Rock's on there.
Giselle's a fraud. I didn't know T. I really didn't. Like, I know she's like starting this meditation forum, and she's like,
Mhm.
like she's really into.
Speaking
that.
of Patrick Mahomes or Pat Mahomes or Junior,
Patty Mahomes.
Patty Waddy. Did you
Patty
hear him
Waddy.
when he was talking about his newborn that's about to happen? The pregnancy.
Damn,
issue?
that kid's about to be here already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
like, I'm just hoping, she could hold out for like maybe 2 or 3 more weeks. Let me get over the Super Bowl and celebration.
Well, no.
Yeah.
He said just like if she can hold on until after the game. Like that was what he was saying.
But he's like,
Don't
that would be ideal.
bloviate
Like,
it.
you don't get to pick this. Like,
But
Yeah,
he
but-
did say
you shouldn't say
he
nothing.
whatever my kid wants to do, I want him or her to go out there and be the best that they can at it.
Oh, he must have got that from Gary Vee. That sounds like some whack shit that
Absolutely.
Gary Vee would say. See,
Y'all
that's
gotta
unbelievable.
leave Gary Vee alone.
Fuck
Gary
out
Vee alone.
here.
And his New Balance 572s. I'm sick
Get
of
the
Gary Vee,
fuck
man.
out
I'm
of
so
here.
sick of
Quick,
him.
Germ.
we mentioned
He
speaking
just
of
wants
people-
to uplift society. All this
Yeah,
scrutiny.
exactly.
like-
He's just trying to be positive, and you're that bullshit that
Yeah.
he's talking about. So it's probably normal that you hate him. Hater.
John, what's up, man?
What's up, guys?
So, John, real quick, introduce yourself and tell us what you do, and then tell us what you're drinking.
Absolutely. So, my name is John. I'm from the 3-episode podcast here on the Give Us a Shot Network. I am, air quotes, the funny guy because I don't do any research for that show. But
Here's the
I'm
no
drinking
research.
a Chinese rice lager called Yanjing,
Wow.
2008 Beijing Olympic beer sponsor.
Oh, my God.
Really
It sounds
cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
So like use your palate here. Describe to us what that beer is.
You ever had Heineken?
Mm-hmm.
Now picture it's from China.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Easy enough.
I like that. I like Heineken. So I feel like I just don't admit it because I'm black. So I feel like that's like feeding into the
Prime.
stigma. I don't want to feed the stigma, right?
Heineken.
It's the same. It's really the same. I don't eat chicken, fried chicken, or watermelon in public for that same exact reason. I don't want to feed the
Shut
stigma.
up, man.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I don't do it. It's bad, but
I will be your stereotype for you because I
Thank you,
love
appreciate
fried
it.
chicken. I love watermelon. I'll drink all this shit in public. Do it.
oh, for real, dead serious. And I'll be in the background just smacking my lips like that chicken
Do
look
you
good.
feel like stereotypes
Ooh, this
became
white
like
boy.
a draft?
Do you
like-
felt what, Mike?
Like stereotypes became like a draft. Like, I don't know. Like they were like.
Oh, we get to pick and
like
choose. Like
everything's bland. You know what I mean? Like
Mike, it's
and then-
not a stereotype if that's what you do. Like,
no, it's
like,
not. I have a great palate. you
I
know?
understand that, but you
Huh.
ain't frying the chicken like Mama is. You
And
know
how
what I'm
many
saying?
seasonings do you have in your house?
Yeah, look,
Oh,
yeah.
I will
Wanna
take a
see my
picture of
chicken?
my
It's real
teeth.
good.
Oh no,
Take a
Mike.
picture.
So Mike has been around black folks enough where I
And
can vouch.
Dominican.
Yeah, and Dominicans. Like he has like a henchman, right? And her name is Angelica. She's like like Mike. Mike is like
She's Puerto Rican.
whatever. Listen, she is a badass. And so like if Mike is like the boss at the movie that wears all white everywhere and he like is walking around with a cat, she's like the chick in the background all black and her like she has blades in her boots and shit like that. That's her. She's a killer.
She'll kill anybody from
Yeah, she's a killer.
So
It's
will Jenny
unbelievable.
though too.
Amazing.
Allison and I witness the wrath of Jenny all the time. But
That is
that's
like my
another story.
life coach.
Yeah. Something like that.
Jenny used to boss us.
I love Jenny.
Jenny's great. She used
We're
to
on
boss us
record,
around
so yeah,
at
we
Six
both love
Flags.
Jenny.
Yeah, I love Jenny too. I love Jenny too. But she was mean when we were kids. I didn't like that. But
Really? I can't picture that.
she was a boss. Like, I mean, I guess she's always
I
been.
was the
that,
first
though.
one to realize Jenny's booty, and I stole it.
Yeah.
So I did the most whitest thing ever and stole from a black man.
Yes, he did. I tried.
I did.
I failed. Mike swooped in with his boyish charm.
Wow.
Gave her some
Leonardo DiCaprio hair.
all the stuff that Gary Vee is saying now. Mike said, like, 12 years
you
ago.
Need to make 30 to 60 content.
Get off of
Yeah.
him, bro.
He said,
We were all like
he
kids.
said, let
Leave
it
him out of
go.
Let it go.
It always
Let it
it
go,
all comes
asshole.
back to Gary Vee.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
They're so
Like
mad
I
about
said, and
Gary
Gary
Vee. We can
Vee
say
means
just
anything
no
kidding.
right
harm. He's just so uplifting. I got quotes saved in
Oh
my
my
phone from
gosh.
Gary Vee.
All right,
Like,
John,
wait.
John, the context of this conversation was we were trying to put together the fraudulent Mount Rushmore, like just the fraud hall of fame. We came up with Gary Vee, even though we're split on that, Tony Robbins, Elon Musk, and The Rock. And I just kind of elevated
Tom
The Rock
Brady.
and Tom Brady and me.
Look,
So
all right, let me ask
So
this.
fraudulent
Why did The Rock
means
get put on there?
successful
Just
in
so
life.
I can either
Got it.
confirm or deny this.
Because he got pecs implants. That's why he said that.
Okay, that's fair.
which I don't understand because
Which one of the Kardashians got the ass implants? Because we got to
all
throw
of
her.
them.
all of
Yeah,
them.
Kim, the
them.
fuck.
All
Hey,
of them
but
for
Chloe-
200.
but Chloe-
Chloe
Chloe
All
got
of
them
them.
removed.
All of them.
Chloe got
and the
them
TV
removed.
show.
Chloe has a new face.
Every week.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right,
Kylie has
okay.
a new face. They all have a new face.
The Kardashians are like the reason for. I feel like they really made plastic surgery like a trend. Maybe I'm wrong, but like they got so.
I
Much
think
work done.
I think they modernized it because I think
Yeah,
plastic
yeah.
surgery was
It was
always a thing, but it was
something,
like
yeah,
it
on
was
the low.
something that I think so. The Kardashians, the genius of the Kardashians, kind of like what Corey was saying about Gary Vee, they met at a crossroads, like a very like critical time in society, right? So like at the rise of social media, like plastic surgery was only meant for like the Hollywood stars and the rich, you know what I mean? And I know that they are rich and whatever in Hollywood, but they appeal to like the Instagram thoughts that were always around. Like everybody knows who the hood rats are, and they already know who the chicks are who were for the streets. They just didn't have social media to
She
like.
belongs to the streets.
But seriously, but those women have always been around. Social media, just like everything, like racism and all the stuff.
Nah, man,
Everything
dude, the
just gets
Kardashians-
magnified.
The Kardashians did it somewhat right because like plastic surgery was always for the rich, and they are not endorsing plastic surgery, but they got the plastic surgery and then released their lip stuff and their
Yeah.
makeup and all that. And they're like, see, this is all I did. And then they got people that can
The
afford
devil works
whatever it is
hard,
to
but
buy
Kris
it to
Jenner
try
works
to-
harder.
Exactly. I love Kris Jenner.
So
She
we
works
have the Kardashians. We'll just put them all in there. Like the
Yeah, we'll
Kardashians
put
are like,
one face with a conglomeration of all of them as a
Okay.
part of it.
I got you.
Also,
They're
you
like
know who made more money with that whole situation with the Kardashians, right?
Rob.
Kris Jenner?
Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know,
That's a
it
new
was
fail.
supposed to be Kathy Lee Gifford and her family, and they said no. And she was like, "Well, I've got this friend, and she got all these kids, and one just had a sex tape, and the rest was history."
Is
That's-
Kathy Lee
Thank God for
Gifford?
sex tapes,
She's
right?
made a bunch of bad choices, right? She left the show with Hoda, right? Like, and what does she do now?
She just lives her rich
Right.
ass
Lives her
life.
life. I think
Oh.
they got her out of there. I mean, she was like Hoda's amazing. I love Hoda, and Hoda is like timeless. But
Mhm.
like Kathy Lee started looking like a dinosaur.
Oh,
Like, and
Oh,
she was
you can't woman
wasted at
shame.
11. She was wasted at 11 o'clock. Could you imagine that?
that's my kind of job.
Yeah, that's like the divide.
Yeah, it's not like we're all just drinking at 11,
11
12
o'clock.
p.m.
John, two things. So when we say the divide, you got to drink.
Okay.
Because yeah, our sponsors are paying us to be here. But also,
Hey,
who's here?
you'll see. 2 seconds connecting to audio. Hold on.
Mikey's back, which is exciting. But John, you got to pick your Gatorade color
yes,
that you
yeah.
think will be thrown on the champion tonight.
Oh, not the best Gatorade color. Okay. I'm gonna go generic, and I think it's gonna be yellow. I think it's gonna be the lemon lime.
Yellow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
so
a
hear me
dominating
out.
answer
So-
right now.
It's
So the-
it's between that and the blue, but there's too many blues for me to go with this.
It's gonna be red.
Glacier blue, like
Hi, what's up, brother? You're muted somehow.
handsome face.
Look at that
Yo,
guy.
yo, guys?
Yes, look at the
Hey, man.
yo. It's Yella Mandela in the building, back like he never left. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
I know
How
you're
are
excited. We're-
you?
so, first things first, tell the people who you are because we're live on YouTube now, and tell people who you are, what you're drinking, and give us your what Gatorade you think is going to be poured on the coach at the end of the game. What color?
Well, first of all, this is Yella Mandela, aka Ty, brother Ty, and I'm drinking on Levity.
Oh, look at that.
Levity.com, LEVITEA.com. Check out levity.com, but delicious tea. And yeah, man, color the Gatorade. I don't know, but I know what's going on Bruce Arians. That's all I know.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my Lord.
Red,
That's all I
right?
know.
It's gonna be red, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Peter. It's gonna be
sir.
Peter.
So Ty just broke the tie because Adam, Allie, and Corey all had red.
He's the
And
tiebreaker, if you will.
Oh,
tiebreaker. Oh, hold up.
Oh, new show.
T-shirts, print the shirts. Hold up. Oh my God. I like that.
When you were going over your AK, I was going to say AK the network because, like you said to A-Rod, this guy is the reason we're all even able to do this. I mean, late night conversations with him on how to go live. Like anything. He's always been in my corner
Silent
for it.
partner.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm gonna have to do then yeah, you're right. I gotta crack another beer because I already drank my second one.
Oh wait, we drink every time somebody says the divide.
Oh yeah, the divide.
Yeah, gotta drink again.
Yes.
Cheers.
And then keep your cups up because you're gonna have to drink again because I already toasted Mike, and now we're gonna toast Ty and updated legacy rankings. Jesus Christ, Ty, Mike, thank you for the network and why we're here. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hotep.
Jesus, underrated, right?
Oh yeah, I love the hey Mike,
Underrated.
Mikey. I love the jersey, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike Van Houten.
Tom Brady, baby.
Oh,
He
I
thought
don't
he was
see it.
talking about Mike
Wait,
Powell.
hold on, but Mike, you're wearing a Circus City polo.
Circus City.
That's lit. That's lit.
I didn't have any Tampa or Chief colors, so I went with my old crew. Throwback.
Oh, that's lit. That's
When
lit.
I used to do drugs, I would drive from Jersey to Delaware just to visit Ty at Circuit City and Mike at Circuit City. I would just drive, and Van Houten, I would just show up at like closing time at Circuit City, and they'd be like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I'm high. I'm just walking around." And yeah, I would just be drunk and high all the time. But life was great, man. Life was good. But
Yo, Mike, you know who I reached
You know
out
what I
for sponsorship? Akai TVs. Yeah, they're out of business.
that's a shame. That's a shame. This is great. I am really, I know happy hours technically we started about 11:05, so we're almost done. But if you want to leave, you can leave. I'll probably keep it going as long as you will. But like this is great to see. Like Corey
more
and
prop
Mike.
bet.
Yeah, we got one more prop bet. Okay. Well, then I'll make it fast. So Corey and Ty and Mike and like we just started talking about sports one day and talking about everything. And then all of a sudden, Mike and Ty had this idea to help podcasts, like just say, hey, we have this plan where we can provide a platform, and it's changed. It's changed for like, we weren't supposed to do podcasts. Like we were just supposed to help podcasts. We weren't, but then it's like, okay,
y'all just hit 500 subscribers.
I know it's crazy. Like I look at that every day and I'm like, man, it went from, we're just going to sit there. Hey, Jerm, we need you to make logos, and Ty's going to help them produce, and Mike's going to get the businesses. But then it's like, okay, well, to get started, we just need to have a couple podcasts. Jerm, talk about sports. Corey and Mike argue about this. Ty's going to interview entrepreneurs, and it became something we're good at. And now like we were able to meet Adam out of nowhere and John out of nowhere, just bring all types of people together. Allison and Tiana,
And Germ, that story is how our show started, because we were just dicking around after seeing a movie one night, and we're talking about things, and we were like, oh, we could do like 3 episodes of a podcast. That'd be great. And then that became the joke of the 3-episode podcast.
Yeah.
And, we did that for a year. And then I don't remember how it happened, but Justin got linked up with, I think, Ty and Mike. Did the interview with you guys, and then now we're on the network, and we couldn't be happier. We're doing a weekly show, and it's live, and we love you guys for it.
Man, and I love checking in on everybody. I love the energy. I love getting different perspectives and meeting different people. I think it's wonderful. We're just going to keep growing. I get out of Facebook jail January 14th, and I swear to God, it's the last or February 14th, Valentine's Day. I'm back to spread the love. That's how the universe ordained it. And
what'd you do this time, Germ?
Yeah, like how long have you been out of it? Like how many months?
And why did they keep letting you?
Yeah, like
yeah, for real, right?
So if you want to get into it, okay, we'll get into it one time. Okay,
like
I never put this on record.
It's like, yeah, bring them back.
So listen, before the network started, I would just use Facebook as I like to poke the bear. I like to bust balls, and I like my balls busted. I like to argue with people. I like to get different opinions.
Audio clip.
And
Stop.
You said what?
You know how you're not generally supposed to say shit that you shouldn't say? Well,
Yes.
Germ just says whatever he wants. That's the story in a
Oh,
nutshell.
absolutely.
So now, and if we're engaging in a debate and we're arguing, fine, yeah. Like I like to be challenged, and I want to challenge people. But the moment you get personal, I don't have levels of disrespect, right? If you disrespect me, and if you shoot me with a water gun, I'm gonna drop a nuke on you. That's just the type of person I've always been, and I'm never gonna change. So now,
I'm never gonna
Keep
change.
your water guns away from him.
yeah. So yeah,
He's
So-
old enough where he can't change. It's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
There's no
he's
point.
past- He's
There's no
way
point.
past. Like I've reached that pinnacle in my life. Like I
now
ain't
here's
changing.
here's where I learned, but here's where I learned how Facebook operates, right? So eventually you get so many people to report you for bullying and harassing and all that stuff, and you call them names and people don't like it, so they report you. Well, if you get enough people to do it, Facebook automatically logs you. Now what I didn't know is they keep every infraction you have for 6 months on your record. So every time you get reported, and within that 6 months, it doubles, which is why you go from 24 hours to 3 days to 7 days to a week to 30 days, and then eventually permanently banned. I was threatened to get permanently banned. So I had to go to something Facebook calls the oversight board. It's like a secret Facebook link that nobody knows about. And I had to write out this entire thing about why I shouldn't be permanently banned from Facebook. Well, the problem is in 2020, how many months are in a year? 12? I had 30-day. I think there was like 2 months where I wasn't banned for the whole month. 2 months. So now it's not people, it's algorithms. It's the robots of Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, the evil Mark Zuckerberg and the evil empire that is Facebook, who is fighting against free speech. Anytime I curse, I get put in jail for 30 days. I don't get tears now. Like it's automatically 30 days. So this last time, I got 30 days in January or December because I said women were inherently evil, making a joke. There was a post where remember the college player who just got released from jail. He spent like 20 years in jail because a woman accused him of rape, and they just let him out because I guess she had cancer and she admitted that she made up the story. So they let him out of jail. Yes. So I said, see, I knew women were inherently evil. A person didn't have to report me because I have probably 14 infractions in my violations queue. So Facebook automatically banned me for 30 days because they thought I was attacking women.
Because you're a fraud.
Because I'm a fraud. And I'm a truthful fraud. And so then I get out of that bid and I'm clean for like a month, right? And the basketball season starts. And me and my buddy were arguing about Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers. And he hates Ben Simmons. So I leave a comment on his post saying, what did Ben Simmons do? Leave your panties by your ankles and not call you in the morning? So that's exactly what I'm in jail for right now. And like I said, I get out. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what I can't say anything like that is deemed or in the realm of negative, or else I automatically get 30 days. I don't even get the opportunity to appeal them anymore. That's how bad it is. So
that person who has that job, like that you're assigned to, I know them was like not him again.
Well,
yeah,
like just click the button. Like
it's bad.
Yeah,
Corey and I.
And heaven forbid they have a bad day. Like it's over for you. Like 30 days. He just said something simple.
So I get warnings for cursing, but people will say, "Oh my God, I've said way worse than that." I was like, "Yeah, but I've done it like 100 times." So it's
then you Photoshop your face into people's families.
Wait.
Okay, that was before the network. So that really started off. I photoshopped in our wrestling group that we were in at the time. Me and this one guy, Van Houten is in it, and Mike Powers is in it. He was talking shit to me, and I couldn't take it. I was over it. So I photoshopped his profile picture. The last picture he posted was his like 10-year-old daughter with holding a sign, and she was a cheerleader. It was like "Go Team Go" or whatever they are. I photoshopped future crack whore on his daughter's picture, and I posted it in the group. And yeah.
No,
but it's like
I had one with the 76er guy where you photoshopped yourself in his family's photo or something. You were telling me.
oh, so I took his wedding photo, photoshopped myself with him and his kids, and then I photoshopped his wife had a picture with all of the groomsmen, and I took her picture and put it in a all black male gangbang photo, and I posted it in the group.
And he wonders he's banned from Facebook.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
but I'm just like, how do they keep? If I was in charge of Facebook, I'd be like, he's done. Like, you got to start your own platform. You got to find something else. And I think they thrive off of that. Like, they thrive off it because they need people like him on that platform. It's just like, I feel like if I started it, they wouldn't give me that many chances. They'd be like, cut her off. She's done. But he's lucky.
But so this is where we talk about timing is important. So I came at a time where it was cool to bully people online. Like, they didn't care that much, right? Like no, this was like 2019.
I don't remember when it was ever
when it was cool.
When it was ever.
well, no, but you know what I mean. Like, now it's like it's uber sensitive, right? Like, you can't ever since Trump, like you can't say shit to nobody.
Were you on there back in the day when like moms were logging on to their kids' pages and bullying other students? Like, is that when you like?
I've spoken to somebody's dad, and I say, yo, well, if your son wasn't such a pussy, you wouldn't be on here talking to me.
Yeah, but remember like that era of Facebook where moms were logging in on their daughters or like their teen kids accounts? Yeah, is that when you got in?
All of us are from the MySpace era. Like, I remember all that shit.
Yeah,
man.
I remember
like,
MySpace. I knew coding before I even knew coding.
Don't use it anymore.
Exactly.
So, Corey has some breaking news from the Divide.
Oh.
Contest we got going on.
Yeah. So listen, I got to bounce, but before I do,
Damn,
I'd like to reach out to everybody but Germ. We are starting. Super Bowl's over, football's over, so a lot of our betting kind of goes pushed to the side unless you like basketball. So we have a new form of ways for you to bet. Contact Mike. We're starting a pool of when Germ gets out of Facebook jail, how long it takes until he gets back into Facebook jail. So we have a calendar set up, whatever amount of money you want to throw to it. Hey, whatever it happens to be, don't spoil it. You got to let Mike know so he can write you in the calendar. We'll make a graphic and send it out. So I already have my date in. I'm not going to disclose that to anybody, but Germ, I don't know.
Listen, man, I'm different, man. Listen, man, my time inside has taught me a lot. I've learned a lot. I've repented. I've converted to Islam.
I'm ready. Listening to the last 10 minutes, bro.
Exactly.
The only part of that
Sounds like
listening to the last 10 minutes.
I know.
Yo, that background tie is fire.
He's in Florida.
Corey, thanks. I know you got some work to do.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us. And
no problem, guys. Go Chiefs.
Is out.
Thanks, Corey.
I still love you, Corey.
See you guys.
Wait 1 second before you leave, because whoever wins, whichever group, Germ, just post the Gatorade thing.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Everybody participating. We have an extra $100 from our sponsors.
Oh, great.
We're gonna divide that.
So I'm gonna win the $100.
If 3 other people pick the same color as you, you win one.
I'm gonna win the $100.
She's putting it in the energy. She's putting it in the universe.
Reds in here. I'm telling you, it's gonna be red. It's gonna be red.
It's gonna be yellow.
I think it's gonna be red too.
Let's go.
So wait. Who's leaving? Who said they had to leave?
I'm bouncing.
Okay, Adam. I appreciate you coming on.
Of course, man.
Adam's going to join us this Tuesday on Stuff About Sports. So
my bad, my fault. Not this Tuesday, next Tuesday.
No, not this one coming up. So the one next to it. Okay.
On Facebook.
Oh yeah. So Adam, your return will be our return to Facebook because
let's do it, man. I'm here for it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're ready. Thank you, Adam, for joining us.
Absolutely, brother. Appreciate y'all. It was so much fun.
Oh, that's awesome. So Ty, real quick, I want what is the guy? Because we did our fraudulent Mount Rushmore earlier in the beginning of the show. We were building towards the frauds in media who say the most basic shit and get all the credit in the world. And we have Gary Vee, Tony Robbins, Elon Musk, The Rock, and the Kardashians on there. Who's the guy?
Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, Tom Brady. Sorry, let me type that in. And who's the guy that me and you argued about for months? Who had he was like, He was like, "Oh, you got a Lamborghini? I got a Lamborghini. You know how I got it? I read
Oh.
these books." Who is
Ty
that?
Lopez.
Ty Lopez. Super fraud, bro. Holy shit.
He read a
Yo.
book and got a Lamborghini.
So he spent when you go on YouTube and you're watching whatever video, he would be in like the ad adverts like before your video started, and he'd be like,
He still is.
he still is doing it. Okay, so
Oh yeah.
he stands in this garage and there's a nice Lamborghini behind there, and he's like, "You like this Lamborghini? Yeah, it's really nice, right? I make this much money a year, and you know how I did it? It's a real simple trick, and I'm going to give it to you for free." And he pans to the left, and it's a bookcase filled with like these Nancy Drew Hardy Boys books, like these
Oh my
bullshit
God.
ass books, like Goosebumps and shit all over there. He didn't think I didn't pause the video. I was watching, and I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, I read all these books, and that's how I got a Lamborghini." Top fraud. Yeah, thank you, Ty, for contributing. Ty
You know
Lopez.
what's not a fraud?
What?
The Ghost Shaver.
Goosebumps.
Oh, the Ghost Shaver. Yes, real quick. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
I'm shaving right now. I've been shaving throughout the show with my Ghost Shaver. Ghostshaver.com. If you're of the bald persuasion, ghostshaver.com. It is the best electric razor. It's nice and smooth, really easy to clean, and I love it. $80 will set you up for life.
Yeah,
Blades last like a long time.
it's awesome. The guy created Skull Shaver, created Ghost Shaver. It's his newest venture. He just felt that the handle on the original product wasn't good enough. Like it didn't allow you to get to the back. It didn't allow you to get certain areas. So he created Ghost Shaver. We are proud to be in this venture with him. It also comes like the marketing's awesome. It comes in like a coffin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it's really cool. It's awesome product. Like Germ said, $80. You can't go wrong. And they're really awesome guys. They helped us tremendously. They call us micro advertisers. Him and Presidente. I don't like that name. I would prefer not to be called that. But yeah, it gets the job done. And as you can see with Germ,
We're major advertisers, Mike. Don't sell yourself short.
no, that's what they're calling me on these calls, and I'm just like,
Oh, they can call us sheep herders for
Yeah,
all
they
I
could
care.
spit on me.
We're major, we're major
Um,
advertisers.
yeah. But so one more thing, prop bet, and
Hmm.
Corey, I'm stealing his thunder because he did all the research. National anthem. It's going to be done by a duo this year. So normally the national anthem ends in a minute and 52 seconds on average. This year, the over under is at a minute 59 because they understand it's a duo. And, when you have a duo, things tend to slow down a little bit. So my question around the room is a minute and 59 seconds.
Who's it to?
Duo. Who's the duo?
Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church.
Why I love T.
She could have done it by herself, but that's
Just
Eric-
thinking that I didn't want to throw shade, but I was like,
Never.
I have no idea who Eric Church is.
I don't either. That's why I
Exactly.
was like, she could have done it by herself.
Exactly.
guys
Throw all
are
the shade.
Country dude?
Yeah, Eric Church.
Probably not the one that said the N word last week.
Oh,
No.
Morgan Wallen, no.
Yeah,
No,
no.
we don't listen to him no more. No, no,
Allie
he's-
got
Who
him.
said,
Sure.
who said
Allie
no
and
more?
Jen Steen got
Like,
him
who was
kicked off
listening to
iHeart.
him? Who was listening to him in the first place?
I will.
How do you get pulled?
So
He
wait,
must
is
have been
Eric
up somewhere.
Church
He got
okay?
pulled.
So all the firefighters, I live down here in North Carolina, so there's a lot of country music influence. I listen to it. My intake of country music has increased since I started firefighting.
That's a shame.
So
I'm
there's
sorry.
Yeah, I like
That's what
Dan
happens
and
when
Shay,
you're
but
the
are they
only black
considered
person in the
country?
room, though. Like,
No,
for the
no,
first
well,
time ever.
They're
We're not
like
gonna-
crossover. Like
we're not gonna-
I like Dan
country
and
cross.
Shay.
I like them too.
Well, we're not going to talk about how all the
Okay.
black people immediately said who's Eric Church, and it was the country singer, but we won't talk about that.
I didn't know.
I
who
knew.
it
I
was.
don't know anything this guy's
I
ever
didn't know
made.
who Aaron
He said
was.
somebody else didn't
But
know.
the reason why I said it, there's some of it that I fuck with because there's like this new country music where they're putting like rap beats to the country music. I don't know if you've heard any of
absolutely
this.
not. Like, no,
No.
we're not supporting that. We're not going.
Yeah,
up
like
for
Lil
it.
Nas
We're not
X.
sending it.
No, but this
Lil
isn't.
Nas X is
That's
Paved the
different.
way.
that's
Little Nas X is like pop. He's just using country. This is like real country music, but they're instead of using like regular drums
They're
that you would
using trap beats.
yeah, they're using like 808s. And I'm like, man, this is like so it dawned on me that it's called country rap and
Yeah.
shit, it's crap. So all the traditional
it's crap.
country right? Country rap is crap. So all the traditionalist country singers hate it, and that's what they call it. But I love it. I don't know. It's some of it's good. So, but I like there's some old school country songs I like, but thanks to Grand Theft Auto's radio stations. But
So is this a political
going
move
over.
to try to get like country people and the African?
no, they saw Little Oz next, like because he technically.
No, I'm
released
talking
a
about the
country
national
album.
anthem move. Like, does anybody think that's like
Probably like a
Oh,
sign
it's
of
totally,
equality.
Yeah.
It's totally political what they're
Cool.
trying to do. They're
Oh,
trying to bring
like country,
people
like
together.
country white guy and black.
And Jasmine
R&B.
Sylvan,
Okay.
yeah, soul artist. Like it's definitely political.
Absolutely, just play Whitney Houston's version at every
Ah,
single
that's
Super Bowl.
fire.
That's a
She
fantastic
did.
idea.
She did WrestleMania's national anthems. What is the marquee version of that? I think it's her as well.
Yeah, that's the one I remember.
Yep.
That's the one I remember.
Well,
Is Eric?
They had
I'm trying.
Jordan Sparks last year, or the year before.
Oh, she killed it.
Yeah, she did kill it.
Demi
Awesome.
Lovato was last year, and
She did an amazing job.
absolutely
Yeah.
crushed it.
I love her.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Jenny behind the scenes, and it's Demi Lovato, and Jenny's in the background. And, I wrote hashtag I slept with her.
Oh my lord. Demi
A while
Lovato is one
ago.
of the few music acts that sounds way better off drugs. I don't normally condone that, but like if drugs is what you need to make the hits, then go ahead and do it. But Demi Lovato is way better off drugs. I don't know why she keeps going back to it. But my
She's been
question.
clean for a little bit. Like
She's
since
been very
her-
clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
so
That's why I'm saying
that.
she sounds and she looks a lot better. So shout out to
Yeah.
her. So Van Houten, you are aware of this Eric Church person. So his brand of country, 159 is a long time. Almost 2 minutes is a long time. Jasmine Sullivan can do.
All of the songs are drawn out. I seen
I'm
him
going
at,
over
I've-
then.
I've seen him at Hunter Mountain last summer or the summer before now because of COVID.
Yeah.
All of his songs are drawn out and slow. So if I have to take that, I'm gonna say it's gonna be over 2 minutes. It's gonna be like maybe 205.
205. That was my number.
Mm.
Yeah, probably
Just
205,
knowing-
206 around that
Yeah.
area.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, because we have another prize for this. So Germ, keep track of everybody's.
Sorry.
And
Yeah.
if you're going over, then you gotta pick the time or under.
205.
So the close. Well, now you're both tied again. Like I can't
All right,
give you
206.
half of a go shaver.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
that
Do
either one
the
of you
Price
did
is
it.
Right thing. Go one over. Somebody go one over.
All right,
206.
206.
205. Heard 206. Don't matter.
So Van Houten's 205.
Yeah.
T is 206. Okay.
All right. And Ty,
Gotcha.
you got to give us a time, but also you actually got to pick a color of Gatorade.
Oh, I'm picking red.
Okay.
I'm picking red.
Yeah. No, he
Gatorade.
picked red. He
Because-
picked red earlier.
He
I
did?
got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, somebody picked it for me, but I kind of agreed.
Oh, Adam. I think Adam picked it for you.
I'm going over because I think they're going to go back and forth to try to one up each other at some point during the song. At some point they're going to.
I just pictured the cutback, like during the Rockets ring flare, like it's gonna pan to her, then to him, and then it's gonna be like a
She's gonna
wide
shove
shot of
him.
both
He's
of
gonna
them.
punch her.
Well, also the NFL wants to slow it down too, to be like, look at you,
And then you have to factor in the military.
fly
The hair- all that
Yeah,
shit.
so it's gonna be like that whole thing where you have to give that at least 10 seconds. So I think that's why it's gonna go over
shit.
too.
I'm
All right.
going.
I didn't even
I'm going
think
to.
about
I'm going
that.
over
Yo,
206.
T. Yo, I
Yeah, I
didn't
didn't
even.
even think about that.
I'm going 215.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
unprecedented.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. She does.
It's gonna
I
be
didn't even.
longer than Marvin Gaye's version.
Bro, I didn't even do the science on that. T. Damn, the military, and they're probably gonna jump it up. Like,
Yeah, like real big
Fireworks.
bombs bursting midair and like,
holy shit, they're probably gonna have kids on there singing and shit. Man, yeah. I'm going 230, man. Fuck it.
2 minutes.
Over.
30 seconds.
2 minutes and
have a
30
remix
second
in
national
it?
anthem. Fuck it. I mean, shit. Now you thinking of it. I mean, we got to do the science. Everything's got to be 6 feet apart. So they got to do the panning. They got to do all the shit. They got to, they got to show the whole crowd. So they got to pan mad out because they're gonna have people on the field. But they
Germ
all got to be
midway
like,
shows up and drops 16 in the middle.
oh, Drake's coming. Oh wait, no, that's during the halftime show.
Oh,
I don't think there's gonna be
It's
any guests.
the longest national anthem was Alicia Keys at 235.
Yeah, 230 for sure.
And Whitney Houston was 215.
Whitney Houston was 215.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Eric
my
Church-
230 is looking good, man.
Yeah.
No,
Actually, two people.
I thought it was going to go longer. So,
But
yeah,
I think that Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church both know what they're up against. So they're gonna really they're not gonna go that big.
Yeah, against each other.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I hope that it's not a mess. Like,
I hope it's a fight.
Allie, what you think on the time?
I don't know. I'm thinking because you know how certain singers can be like they have beautiful voices, but they can be a little bit extra. Like if Christina Aguilera is singing, it's going to be a little bit longer. She's going to go
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
They
about
hit those
like
long notes.
both of them. So I want to say maybe 224,
Okay.
but I don't know. The 230 might be it. I don't know. But
That's a nice even number, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like 228 or like 232, but like in that range
We'll give
somewhere.
30 the 230.
this is what it's gonna look
Anyway.
like. Like that's gonna be the whole.
yeah.
Yeah. John, what you think?
I'm going to be that $1 bet on the Price is Right. I'm going to say 152, like that usual average.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that
Gotcha.
guy.
Good for you, man. Yeah, it's like I would have it's weird because it seems like they've and they do it on the award shows now too, where like they kind of hamper the speeches and the shows, like they try to keep everything in time constraints. So and they've been doing it for like the last 2 or 3 years now on everything. They've literally cut. I forgot who. I don't know if Mike or Ty or anybody knows. Somebody was doing their Hall of Fame speech for the NFL like 2 years ago, and they literally had to push him off the stage. Yeah, they like wrapped him up, like they cut him off
Well,
TV and everything.
This is America.
Is that the
Do
bus?
they have the
This is national
music like
anthem.
on the Oscars?
Yeah, they have a time thing, but like people don't care. Like, what are they going to do? Like, they're just going to talk. And I remember one year they literally basically pushed him off the podium and went to commercial break. They were like, "Yo, bro, you have 10 minutes and that's it." And he was like going.
This is also like what Ty just said. This is America, the national anthem that apparently matters more than what any of us ever gave it credit for. So I think they will try to use this as unity. Try to politicize this as much as they can. So I'm gonna say 159 on the nose. I'm gonna go with Vegas. I'm gonna go with everything. I'm not under. I'm not over. I'm
You're
properly rated.
Properly rated.
You said
That's
that
awesome.
very
Over
well.
under for
I
how many people are
appreciate
going to
that.
kneel?
Yo,
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Well, so
How
the
many
Chiefs,
times are they gonna apologize to Colin Kaepernick? Like,
none,
Right.
0.
I know. right?
Colin
So the
Kaepernick
Chiefs-
has faced more scrutiny than the guy who convinced people to storm the Capitol. Like it's remarkable. That's the country we live in. It's bullshit. But that's for another show.
Yeah.
Tune into 13 for that. Or push the agenda too. One side.
Wait, Ty, before we were going over the weekend, like what songs he was going to cover, and we know he's going to give them the Starboy and all those like the poppy ones that everybody likes and the weird
Best
shit.
album.
Yeah, it is a good album. I'm not a fan of new Weekend, even though there are some of the newer songs I like. I like Suicide Drug Weekend, House of Balloons Weekend,
Any of it.
Thursday Weekend. I love all that stuff. Wicked Games, The Zone. I give it all of it in my veins. I want it, right? Is he going to do one of those suicide-y songs, like the old songs for the old school Weekend fans at the Super Bowl? Do you think?
Yeah, he has to. I mean, that's the best Weekend. I think he knows that. He's going to give us one.
But it's not the most
It's-
mainstream
it's
weekend, so
not
that's what
I
I
know.
said.
He's going to throw one in there.
That's
He's
what I'm
gonna
saying.
throw in
Like, do you
a-
think he's good?
a
That's
I
my
think
thing.
it's gonna
Like,
be like the
30-second version.
background.
no, like, is he going to open up with like I don't know, Dirty Diana, like his version of it, because it's the safest one to do. But I don't know. Is he going to give us something for the true Weekend fans, like when he had like the dirty afro, like the dirty dreads? Like, is he going to give us like is he going to give us one of those just to appease the old school fans, like to pay homage to us? And then
He's supposed to.
I think
That's
he's
the only
supposed
Weekend
to.
I like. I'm glad you said
Well-
that because I love the Weekend, but I don't like the new Weekend. I mean, some of the songs are cool, but it's way too poppy, man. The Weekend back in the day, I forgot what album it was. I listened to that shit start to finish like multiple times. I'm like, this is hot. I wasn't even into R&B like that, and he was like, he was going hard. What was it? It was like something like Dark something. I forgot what it was called. It was fire. That album.
Can I ask everyone's favorite Super Bowl performance? Halftime?
Prince.
Yeah, Prince,
Who said
baby.
Prince? Who said Prince?
All of us, I think we're all in agreement with that.
Yes.
He put in a clinic. He covered from All on the Watchtower to
Yep.
Purple Rain to
He did Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. I think there was a Beatles song in there somewhere. He killed it, and it was in the
Absolutely.
rain.
And he made it rain.
Yeah,
I watched the interview, and they were all scrambling because it was raining in Florida. He had all this. He was playing on the electric guitar, and one of the NFL guys called him and said, "Prince, it's raining." He said, "Well, can you make it rain more?"
Love him. He's such a mood all the time.
Prince,
That and honestly, last year J-Lo, I'm glad she's not the Mets owner. I wish she was my owner. But,
J-Lo and Shakira. Yeah, I love.
They freaking killed it. Like, I don't care.
It was my favorite one. I listened to it on mute. It was the greatest one they've ever done. I loved it.
On mute? No, stop, man.
But then you also
Even
have to
if I
think
was
about,
deaf, I would have gotten excited over that. I mean, blind.
By far, Justin Timberlake and
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
And
That
then
was by
this
far.
one is gonna this one is on my brand, but I loved the Aerosmith, Nelly,
Spears.
Mary J. Blige,
Yeah.
Britney Spears, whole walk.
In
This Way.
sync.
That was
That was
Wait,
that was my
Timberlake's
favorite one.
done it 3 times. Anybody
Yes.
realize that?
Absolutely.
Who did it 3 times?
Justin
Timberlake.
Yeah, because he's the man. Like, people like that shit, man.
He's
And
my
Nelly
problematic
was there,
babe.
wasn't he? It was Nelly,
was
Aerosmith.
there. Yeah, and MTV had that whole
I don't know.
before.
He always steps in it and like gets out of it. Like that whole he threw Janet under the bus after he ripped her titty off.
Well,
and
yeah,
then-
because her
then he just
shit was
cheated
over
on
and
his
he had a
pregnant
future.
wife. He cheated on his pregnant wife while filming,
Oh,
or at
that's
least
not
like,
fair.
no, it is fair. There's video. Like if I caress somebody's leg in public, what am I doing behind the scenes? So,
I actually have intel on that, Mike.
okay.
All right.
Same.
I have some tea.
Mhm.
And
Alright.
this is like, okay, so my ex-boyfriend's father used to be in charge of construction for hotels.
Yeah.
And he was like project manager on it, seeing it from start to finish. Justin Timberlake came to the new hotel and he was in the elevator with some like model looking chick that wasn't his wife. Like they were very close. It was very suspicious. And like she went up to his room. At the time, he was already dating Jessica. Actually, I think he was already married to Jessica. So I was just like, oh wow. So like there's our rumors of infidelity on
He's
that.
a problematic.
Maybe
phase.
they're into that
And
too.
this is
Like
a-
I don't know. Like I'm not into that, but I could understand why somebody would be, especially if you're on the road that long. Like I'd rather you come clean than me find out. Like how awful was that for Tiger Woods' wife to figure out that, the reason why he was winning these championships was because he had a girl in every city. And
Oh my God.
I do feel like I mean, if you have those issues, you need to work that out with your loved one. But luckily, we're all home now. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
I had to look it up just to make sure it was the right year, but I remember it vividly. Back in 2002, U2 did the first Super Bowl after 9/11, and that one was
with all the
fantastic.
casualties like
Yeah.
stolen behind
And
them.
I remember, I can't remember if he was wearing, Bono was wearing like an American flag vest or something. He had he unveiled some type of American flag feature like at the end of the performance. It was, I just
And you got
remember
to
it.
feel for U2 because it's like them and Colin Kaepernick that kind of like, remember when U2 put their album on everybody's iPhone and the world just like went freaking nuts?
Yeah.
How do I delete this shit?
Yeah.
Deleted. It showed up the next day like the Undertaker. Like it just kept showing up. Like but in all seriousness, like I don't like U2. There's nothing I saw a Broadway play of Spider-Man. Yeah, I know that's I'm so cultured.
Oh, were you there when he
I'm
fell?
jealous of that because it's not on the Broadway anymore.
Right. It was a good show, but their songs were terrible. And I was just like, oh, when is this song?
Nah,
over?
but that was the year they had that one song that like played
Beautiful
everywhere.
Day.
Huh?
Beautiful
Yes,
Day.
Beautiful Day. Yes.
Tom Petty was better though when he did a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Look, yeah, Tom Petty, I would, I hate to say this, and I said it on The Divide. Cheers.
Oh, damn it.
But I said it on our show, and I did not enjoy his concert because it was they were resetting it from the whole Janet and Justin situation. So then they used Paul McCartney to be like, look, we're wholesome, but also like Paul McCartney's manager was telling him it was time to hang it up. Like, you don't want to be one of these old men that just keep rolling out until you die.
And wasn't that a thing there for a while? Like, I'm looking up probably the same list that Germ looked up. And after the Janet Jackson thing, they went to all these, air quotes, old timers, where
Caucasian
they had to protect themselves. So they had like U2. They did Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Why am I blanking on his name now? But then Prince was in 2007.
Wait, who was that guy you just said? Who was that?
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
No, the other guy.
Prince?
No, Bruce Springsteen.
I couldn't think of his name. I just said
Bruce Springsteen. Overrated. Absolutely, bro. Holy
I've been waiting for you to do that all show so far.
Oh my God. Bruce Springsteen is literally the most overrated rock star of all time. I hate to say it because he's from Jersey and I shouldn't be saying that about a fellow. Yeah, but is he though? I mean, oh my God.
Bon Jovi's better. Bon Jovi's better. Bruce Springsteen.
Bon Jovi is better.
Bruce Springsteen needs to eat a bran muffin because he sounds constipated all the time.
Bruce, it's unbelievable. I don't understand his I get his impact culturally, I guess, but like he's not great, man. Like I don't know. Maybe it's me.
He's not Bon Jovi.
He's not Bon Jovi.
I like Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I love Bon Jovi.
He has a good wine. I mean,
Does
his
he?
son had a rosé that came out a couple summers ago.
Mm.
Really delicious.
That's
everybody puts their name on wine juice now. It's not even funny.
Yo, Give Us a Shot Network wine coming soon, 2021 at some point.
Snoop Dogg has a wine.
Listen, I know
Snoop has a wine.
He's with 19 Crimes. They have a collaboration wine. It's actually really good.
Hey.
I heard it was good. Yeah,
it's good. One thing about me, I'm gonna drink a celebrity's alcohol. Like when Justin Timberlake was the brand ambassador for Bud Light Platinum, that beer was trash, and I was drinking so much of that.
That's a good wine, Van Houten. Well, it's half of a good wine, Van Houten. Yeah, good job.
It's hold on, cover that right.
Yeah. Cover that. There you go. That's half of a good wine. Love it.
Apparently, E40 has a wine too, and it's 18%, and it's really good. It's been out for years, but people on Twitter just got a hold of it, and it's really delicious, and it takes you there.
I'm trying to link up with a Wilmington distillery to try to get what I can do to get a network, because I'm a gin drinker and they specialize in gin.
No thanks.
Is this that same gin you were drinking that last?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. End of days gin. I'm trying.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna go back there. They actually had to shut down. I was telling the guys they moved to a new location, but then the COVID shit hit. So they've been shut down for a while. They're supposedly coming back in March. They only make they haven't, luckily they've had enough where they could sell online, and but apparently they haven't been open actually for a while, but they're supposedly coming back in March to start making new batches. But yeah, it's a nice spot, man. I want to link up with them and see if I can get something done, because I told the owner about the network. He actually watches the show, so he I'm gonna try to do something special there. I'm trying to talk Ty into moving down here, or Mike, or somebody to help me navigate these waters. But I think if the Bucks win the Super Bowl, Ty could probably die in peace. So talking him into moving to North Carolina will be easier once the Bucks win. So we'll see. Mike, Mike left. Oh, do you have any other prop bets, bro? I don't want to keep everybody.
I got one that we have to keep. Jeremy will keep a tally, and I'll keep a tally. Ty will be too busy, and maybe if you could keep a tally with us. But the amount of times everybody pick the closest number over or under wins, but the amount of times they mention the pandemic, coronavirus.
Oh,
wait, what's the time frame? Are we talking kickoff and post show, or just the game?
Yeah, kickoff till the last second of the game. So till the championship, till we know a winner.
I would like to say 250.
250 times.
Mhm.
Let's say
Are
20.
you counting? Are you counting the commercials and stuff, or just
No,
the game?
the announcers, or,
Oh.
or the actual broadcast.
250.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Damn, girl.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that much.
Really?
Yeah, but
Like,
No.
no,
The
250.
average Super Bowl game, if you're counting the commercials, because the commercials are heightened, you got to remember, like they're going from like some of these commercials are going to be like a minute 30, 2 minutes long. You know, most of them are 30, like that. You know, but they're going to play a lot of them. So the game is probably going to be like 4 hours, dead serious, between start to finish.
That's about what it was last year.
Yeah.
But so this is the announcers, right? So
Yeah,
like,
this is the we're not talking about.
Think about it. They're gonna talk about all the players in the league. He's such and such had coronavirus.
Yeah, but
and
250
they have,
is like-
coronavirus.
Yeah, but it's also like, do we count it? And we'll get clarity on this right now, so we don't argue about it later. The minute they bring it up, and then so let's say they do a segment on it, even if it's 3 minutes long. I'm not looking for every time they say the word. I'm looking for every time it's brought up as a new topic.
Got it.
So you see what I mean? So.
Oh, I thought you were talking about saying the word
The
too.
word,
like-
same, yeah.
Me
Then we
too.
would have to,
but I wouldn't
that would
have.
be
But
too
I wouldn't have
hard.
guessed 250. But
We've got 30,000 medical professionals here because of the event.
Right. That counts as one.
that's one. Yeah.
That's one.
Oh, okay.
And then they're like, the
So
players were all
100.
tested. That's two.
100.
100.
Holy shit.
The vaccine rollout's going great.
Bing.
I'm gonna
be
These unprecedented times.
I'm gonna say total. Write it down, Jamal.
Yep.
18.
Team. Gotcha.
18.
going from 250 to 100.
Daryl Strawberry.
Yeah, I got you.
18.
Ty.
I'm gonna go 25.
25. I think I was gonna go.
Bobby
around
Bonilla's number.
You guys are so nice. You can't even watch a 5-minute Today Show segment without them bringing it up like
Yeah,
100
right.
times.
Yeah.
So 4-hour Super Bowl.
I'm hoping it's not 100 because I don't want to have to count that much. I can't count that high.
Get ready.
Man, this is tough. Shit. I mean,
Kick off till the clock says 0.
I'm gonna lowball it. I'm gonna go 10. I think they're gonna try to not mention it. I think they're gonna go out their way to not mention it. I think they'll
that's more realistic. I think 10 is the most realistic answer so far.
only because they'll mention it because of the. I assume they're gonna mention it every quarter. So that's 4 times of the 7,500 healthcare workers that each NFL team was allowed to give free tickets to.
Correct.
So I
Yep.
think they'll mention that because that was an NFL thing. But then they'll probably, then there'll be that obligatory, like a player that's missed a bunch of time. But I think they're going to go out of their way to minimize COVID in terms of how it affects the players. So I'm going to go 10.
Good choice.
Who's up, Allie?
Sorry, I kind of have.
No,
to step away
I
for a
sorry. I
second.
was writing everybody's shit down. Sorry.
Allie, so do you know the topic?
No, I just
Okay,
I just
so
came
it's
back.
how many times they bring up COVID from kickoff till the last second of the game.
Pre-show to end of game. That's what you said, right?
And not how many times they
Kickoff.
say it, just like
Oh.
anytime they
How many
talk
times they
about a
bring it up.
topic that relates to COVID. So,
I would. Oh yeah, this is gonna get brought up a lot. I would say about 12 times.
Good answer.
Your partner went 100. So
I did.
After she was talked down from 250.
I actually want it to be
if it's
100. though.
250, I'm gonna quit.
I just want the commentary to be Tom Brady draws back, completes a 20-yard pass.
COVID.
If this wasn't COVID,
You know it
it'd be
was
like
COVID.
30 yards.
That's what it's gonna be. I'm telling you.
great, that's great.
COVID is
Tom
a
Brady
big
broke
money
his leg,
maker.
and definitely because of COVID.
Bing. You
Yeah,
guys are gonna
yeah.
be like, man, Tiana was right.
Maybe
Uh,
maybe I'm thinking. I was saying 12. Maybe I will like move it up to 18 times. They're gonna talk about COVID a lot.
Stop picking my numbers.
So Van Houten has 18.
Oh, wait,
so do you want to
oh.
go 17 or 19?
Let me go 17.
Okay.
There you go. Stop picking my numbers.
I just came back. We're on the same like Cosmo Field psychic plan.
John?
You actually took my number of 10, so I'm gonna go 11 just to again be that
Yeah.
asshole.
Price
But
is
I have
Price
a-
is
I have
right.
a
That's the way to
much
do it.
Smaller window
All
now.
right.
With the next person being 15.
Yes. And then Mike, you're last, buddy.
So I kind of agree with T. It's going to be mentioned way more than we will ever imagine, and so I'm going to go 33.
Okay. All right, listen, Mike. I typed this out. I'm counting on you to count how many
I'll
times
count
they
it,
do this.
and
Okay.
I'll give Jenny something to do too.
Okay.
And like everybody, try to keep me honest, but yeah,
I'm gonna try to keep track, but I keep drinking these beers, bro. I don't know if I can.
Right.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep up. We went way over an hour, but I'm really thankful because I had a really good time with every single one of you, and I will try to make this a regular thing. It doesn't have to be every week, but at least once a month, we should just all get on here and just goof around and talk about dumb shit. Like, let's rank some cereals. Let's I don't know, whatever. I don't know whatever it is.
I don't eat cereal.
All right, we'll rank the best breakfast foods. I don't care what we do. We just I want to. We need to get together.
Hash brown cheese.
Oh yeah, before. Oh wait. Hold up.
Overrated.
What's overrated?
Chex Mix.
Chex Mix is overrated. It
The
is
cereal,
overrated.
yeah.
Yeah. Chex cereal is overrated.
That and
but,
Kicks. I hate Kicks.
but Apple Jacks underrated.
Underrated.
Apple Jacks are the greatest cereal of all time.
Y'all grew up with some chapped lips, dry mouths.
Listen, I'll take it. I'll drink a gallon of milk if it means 2 bowls of cereal. I don't care. They're so good.
Apple Jacks are so dry.
T, this is the last thing we'll talk about, and then we'll all get out of here. And I should have asked this at the beginning of the show because it is a happy hour network staple. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Pancakes for T. Van Houten.
Waffles.
Right answer, buddy.
Mike.
Ty, tofu's not one of the answers, but if you have fond memories of pancakes or waffles, which one did you like the most?
Banana pancakes.
Pancakes. I should have known that. Mike, you were
I'm always waffles, baby.
yeah, about to say, yeah, I think that's why we vibe.
You
Yeah.
can't have a woman like Jenny and say pancakes.
Oh no. I got that, Mike. Waffles. And Houghton said, John, what about you?
If it's breakfast, I'm going pancakes. If I'm at a nice place for like a nice Southern dinner, I'm going chicken and waffles.
Listen, buddy, I have a gun to your head. We don't have time for these these things.
Pancakes it is.
No,
Pancakes it is.
Pancakes,
No
okay.
Jude.
This is a topic I want to mention on the divide.
Damn it.
But when somebody says, gun to your head, like imagine if you actually had a gun to your head, you'd be like, oh no, just like you wouldn't like decide something. You would just like
That's what I'm
literally be
saying.
more
If a gun was to
concerned.
my head, you would blurt out subconsciously, even without thinking about it, the word that you associate with, right? Like, so if somebody has a gun to your head, you don't have time to think about it because in your subconscious, the other 90% of your brain you don't use, your body and your memories and your soul is telling you blah, whatever the answer is, right? Like, hey, your mom or your dad, pick one. Like if you're a dude, you're picking your mom, and if you're a chick, you're picking your dad. Like that's just the way it goes. That's why daddy's girls and mama's boys exist.
I think girls change, the females change throughout courses of their lives. Whereas like I'm ride or
Hell
die
no.
for my mom.
Hell no, bro. You're wrong about that.
Mom.
Yeah. What's that, T?
No, always mom.
Always mom. See? Yeah.
Well, see, I grew up without my mom, so and I hate my dad, so I guess it just I don't know. I'll pick Ty's mom. So listen, everybody, thank
I
you. You said what?
I picked Mike Powers' mom.
Oh my god, yeah,
Aw.
Mama Powers, yeah. Mama Powers has a picture, or had a picture, had because she retired, not for anything else, but she had a picture of us on her work desk way back when at the church, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah,
MLK.
I loved it. And a picture of Martin Luther King, because me and Ty felt bad. We kept going over to their house for the holidays and we never brought presents, and they kept buying us nice shirts and shit. So we like scrambled and grabbed a Martin Luther King picture out of the trunk of Ty's car and gave it to her. Like it was like some meaning, like, oh, we think you're like Dr. King. And she hung it up in her house for years.
No, she put it so when you walked into the house, you looked to the left and you saw it. So for me and my brother, it was like To Catch a Racist. Like you could, the minute the person walked into your house and they were like startled by Martin Luther King being over the fireplace, like you knew this dude wasn't good to date one of your sisters.
It was right by the dinner table, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, dining room. Yeah.
Dining room. It was that little hallway. So you know how they have that little patch of wall. So when you walked in on the left, you had that like where the fireplace was, and then you had that little hallway to go to the kitchen, and then on the left was the dining room in the back. It was in that little patch of wall.
Yeah.
So you had to see it from no matter what room you were in.
Catch the corner of your eye. It
But
always
wait,
caught you.
can we circle back? Ty used to roll around with Martin Luther King pictures in his trunk.
Yeah.
No, Ty was a revolutionary before it was cool, man.
Yeah, he was.
For real.
Yeah.
It was destined.
Yo, he was,
Destined.
man.
I loved it.
Hey guys.
Out.
Well, go ahead, Mike.
I said
Close
I'm
us
out.
out.
It was fun.
Mikey, we love you.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you, Van Houten.
So much fun.
Later, Van Houten.
Bye.
Love the jersey, man.
Yeah, so we can end it because, like I said, happy hour. It's funny because happy hour rarely. I think we probably had one of these that actually ended on an hour, and I'll do a better job in the future. But I just have so much fun doing it with everybody. Does
Hindsight,
anybody have
yeah.
anything to say to close this out?
No, thank you to
If you
Presidente.
enjoyed this, be sure to check out all of these fun shows at the Give Us a Shot Network at giveusashotnetwork.com or on facebook.com. If you enjoyed what you watched today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'm just trying to rattle off from the podcast myself.
Yeah. We need all that.
I would love for you guys to cut some promos for the network and we could play them on different shows, but also like say where you're from, you know, because we have one from Germ that we play all the time.
Don't play it.
Oh,
Don't play it because I sound like shit and I hate it. I got to redo
It's
it.
actually a great promo. It's actually really
You
great.
finally started that podcast. It's hosted and it's posted, but you're not getting the listeners that you thought you would. So what do? You need people to give you a shot. And that's why you need to go over to www.giveusashot.network. They are the rawest and most down-to-earth podcast network online. Their mission is to help podcasts reach their highest potentials. They know what it takes to plan, produce, publish, and promote a podcast. So by joining that network, you will get all the support you need to create your podcast from scratch and promote it successfully to the world. That's what I did. Go over to www.giveusashot.network. I hate that thing.
no, but
hate it.
seriously, if
Soul
you guys all
Trade,
give
you're
me
a
one,
soul man.
if you gentlemen and ladies give me one, I will play it every time on
Mm-hmm.
The Divide.
And stuff about sports and mall practice.
I just want to say I love you, miss you all. That's all.
Love you.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.